Okay, so now we come to the second part of today's asynchronous lecture, where we now discussing the last rules of differentiation, which is about the higher order derivatives. Okay, so what does it mean by this higher order derivative? Assuming function f can be differentiate as often as necessary, the second derivative of f is kita ada f double prime, second derivative. Okay, second derivative is f double prime. Okay, we have double prime, or you may put 2 here. Okay, tapi jangan pula misunderstood. 2 ni bukannya f square pula. Okay, f2 here does not means fx darab dengan fx. Nanti kan you pergi square pula function tu. Nope. Okay, this is 2 tu meaning the order of the derivative, or you can put it this way, d square f over dx square. So maknanya ni adalah d dx of f prime x, ataupun you boleh buat d dx of df over dx. Okay, kita differentiate lagi the derivative yang kita ada tu, second order. Ataupun nak senang, saya bagi you example lah. Katakanlah we have y equals to x cube, then dy over dx sama dengan 3x square, am I right? Okay, then next you differentiate lagi. Okay, maknanya d dx of dy dx. Okay, differentiate lagi yang ni, d dx of 3x square. So dari sini akan dapat differentiate 3x square, you akan dapat 6x. So yang ni adalah d square y dx square kita panggil, ataupun we call it as y double prime. Okay, clear? Nak proceed lagi, d cube y dx cube boleh. So we get 6 lah. Then maksudnya kat sini y triple prime. And then kalau proceed lagi, d cube y, then d power of 4 pula lah. Susah nak sebut ni. dx power of 4, maknanya y 4 times here. Then differentiate 6, what you will get? Okay, differentiate 6, you will get 0. Okay, so maknanya dah tak boleh lah, because it's a constant. Alright, so that what does it mean by the higher order derivative? If double prime, maksudnya 2 times differentiation, and then it does not maksudnya dia bukan sahaja terhad kepada 4th time, 5th time, it can be any, as long as n is an integer. Dia punya order of the derivative here, n is more than or equals to 1. The nth derivative is f power of n x dnf over dsn. Okay, so ni maksud dia yang ni lah. Tadi tak tahu lah faham ke tak ni, yang ni. Okay. Alright, so now let's quickly discuss example 7. The question asks to find f prime x, f double prime x, and f triple prime x for the following function a and b. Okay. Okay, so I'm sure this example is very simple lah. We have fx equals to 3x cubed plus 5x squared plus 6x. Okay, so this one f prime x or df over dx, dia akan jadi apa? You differentiate je 3x cube ni, maknanya dia akan dapat 9x square plus 10x plus 6. Okay, then the question asks you to find f double prime x. So f double prime x maksudnya we differentiate d dx of df dx yang tadi ni, yang ni. Okay, d dx of 9x square plus 10x plus 6. So what you will get here? You get 18x plus 10. Right. And then dapat dah yang ni, f ni. Then f triple prime x maksudnya dia adalah d dx of d square f dx square. Okay, yang ni adalah yang ni d square f over dx square. It's not necessary for you to write down all this. You can just read tulis f prime x, f double prime f, f triple prime x. This is for your understanding saja. Tu pun saya tak tahu lah faham ke tak sebenarnya, ataupun maybe lagi senang faham macam ni. But later on, it's important also for you to understand like this, because in the coming chapters we may use this kind of term. Okay, so 18x plus 10, so differentiate once again, you will get 18. Okay, can we try to find f 4 kali pula? Okay, x, of course you will get, yes you may, but you will get 0. Will end there, okay, because you differentiate a constant. Okay, so we're done with example 7a. Okay, so now we have, for example, B, a quotient rule. Okay, so this quotient rule, the formula that we have discussed before kan. So maknanya kita akan ada U equals to, saya akan guna U lah. You tak suka U, you nak pakai apa lain pun tak apa. Okay, nak pakai apa, you tak suka U and V, ataupun you nak pakai U and I, boleh. P and Q, apa-apa, any kind of variable, doesn't matter. U x square minus 7x minus 8, and then our V is equals to x plus 1. So here you get du over dx, okay, or U prime saja, lagi senang. U 2x minus 7, and your V prime or dv over dx is equals to 1, betul? So from here we use the formula for f prime x. The formula will be V, ingat dia start dengan V dulu, V u prime minus with u v prime over v square. So v here is x plus 1, u prime is 2x minus 7, and then minus with u, okay, x square minus 7x minus 8, v prime is 1, okay, over v square is 2x minus 7 square. Okay, so kita dah dapat f prime x. Basically dah dapat dah jawapan ni. And then now we're gonna proceed for f double prime x. Nampak function macam complicated. Okay, from the answer here, looks like the function is a bit complicated for you to proceed further untuk find f double prime x. Betul tak? Okay, dengan x plus 1 times with 2x minus 7 minus x square minus 7x minus 8 over 2x minus 7 square. Oops, I just noticed I made a mistake. Ni, kat mana? Anyone can guess? Okay, siapa boleh what is my mistake? Okay, that's why function tu nampak macam complicated sangat. It's not really complicated actually. Okay, where is my mistake? Of course, saya tak dengar jawapan awak. Kan, respond. Okay, I'm talking to myself. Alright, so the mistake is kat mana? The formula is over v square, kan? But what I did here, I'm over bukan v prime square pun. Saya over u prime square. 2x minus 7 is u prime square, bukan v square. It's supposed to be over v square. So, janganlah jadi macam saya buat careless mistake macam ni, okay? So, this one is supposed to be, okay, it's supposed to be x plus 1 square. Okay, but still, if you look at this function, if you want to differentiate again this function f prime x, it still looks a bit complicated, right? So there's one thing, before you proceed, I would advise you untuk apa? Untuk try to simplify the function first. Siapa tahu kalau you lepas simplify, the function become easier for you to differentiate. So never give up trying. So here x times with 2x, okay, so you will get 2x square minus with 7, betul tak? Minus with 7x plus with 2x and then minus with 7. Betul tak ni? 2x square minus with 7x plus 2x minus 7. Then minus with x square plus 7x plus with 8. Alright, so yang ni jangan lupa lah pula. Okay, we have x plus 1 square. So here we have nampak 7x dengan this one you can cancel, and then we have 2x square minus with x square. Saya tulis kat atas ni So we have x square apa dia tu, plus 2x minus, okay, 2x ni dengan ni plus 2x, and then minus 7 plus 8 plus 1 maksudnya over x plus 1 square. Tengok ni. Kalau you rasa tu, maybe some of you dah straight away try to differentiate dah. Okay, you may directly try to differentiate. But instead, this one, okay, you can factor further kan. You have apa kat sini? X square plus 2x plus 1 is actually is equals to x plus 1 square over x plus 1 square. So what does it mean here? Meaning that actually the derivative of the function fx or f prime x here is just equals to 1. Okay, kalau you tak put your effort tadi, then from here you dapat jawapan f double prime x. Tak payah nak susah-susah nak apply quotient rule or whatsoever. Okay, it's equals to apa kat sini? Alamak, tak boleh tulis kat sini. Okay, it's equals to 0. Then f triple prime x is also equals to 0. See? Kalau lah tadi you tu tak try to you didn't try to simplify the function, you may have trouble to differentiate this kan, betul tak? Okay, you just proceed untuk to get the f double prime x. You ni then the function looks is gonna be, I'm sure u and v apa semua tu, your v ni akan dapat macam ni, x plus 1 square. So you may have trouble to differentiate what is dv dx for x plus 1 square and so on. But tengok your effort untuk simplify is really berbaloi kan, because end up f prime x equals to 1. So f double prime x, pejam mata pun boleh jawab kosong, triple prime x pun kosong. Okay, jangan tak percaya pula jawapan ni 1. Yes, it's correct. Okay, maybe in the test or exam atau kat mana-mana you buat biar benar, end up jadi 1. Yes, it's possible, don't worry. Okay, so with that, that's all for today's asynchronous lecture. Nothing for your submission, it's just in our first part of the video only. You have to submit 2 examples. Alright, so that's all class. Thank you very much. Okay, bye, see you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Take care.